Hello and welcome to this video. In today's video, we are going to discuss how you can be able to remove background image from background information from an image. Like in this case, we have this image of a golden retriever, and in the background, we can see that there's some snow and some vegetation. So we want to move from that image to one that is clear, like this one. So there are several options that one can use. You can decide to use Photoshop, but in this case, I want us to go the scientific or the technical way and do this using Python. And I believe this one will be useful, especially people who are doing research in the area of image processing. So there are various ways one can be able to do this in Python, and there are various platforms that one can be able to write their Python programs on. Now, in this case, I've decided to use Google Colab. You can also use Anaconda. The reason as to why I've chosen Google Colab is because it is a cloud-based platform as a service. Therefore, it runs my applications on the cloud, thus relieving my computer the power needed to run these applications. So open your Google Colab. If you don't have if you don't know how to use Google Colab, I'm going to leave a link of this video on how you can be able to create your first Google Colab application. So then what you do is that you first start by installing the library that is responsible for removing the background information. So you write this code pip install mbg for the purposes of installing that particular library. The process of installation is the same whether you're using Google Colab or you're using Anaconda. Then it will download the necessary files. If, for instance, in your case these files existed, then it will just tell you that the installation is already present. After that, you also need to import several other libraries. For example, you need to import a library known as file so that it can allow you to easily upload the file that you want from your PC. Then you also need to download or to import a library known as images for purposes of helping you to view these images. Then after you have done all that, you come here and write this code. Uploaded is equal to files.upload. Uploaded is a variable that you are creating, and now you are making this reference to this library known as files, and what you want to do with it is to be able to upload. So once you run this code, it allows you to navigate to your PC, and once you navigate to your PC, you can be able to select the image that you want to upload. In this case, I've navigated to my PC and selected this image of a golden retriever, and you can see the name. The moment you select that particular image, it usually appears here in your files. You can see mine has appeared over here. Then you can be able to view it by using these codes. You create a variable known as img. You can give it another name that you desire. Is equal to io.imread. Now you're making reference to this file or to this library that you called here known as image, and you want to read this particular image that you have created over here known as retriever.png. Then you want to show it, you want to display it. So this is the image. You can be able to see it. I got this image from the internet, so I believe it's something that you can also get from the internet, and I've plotted it using matplotlib so that I can be able to see these pixels and dimensions. Then after that, now we go ahead and remove the background so that you're only left with the retriever. So we call the library that we imported, and from it we import another library known as remove, or we can call it a sub-library known as remove. Then we also need to call another library known as a pillow, and from it we import a library known as image. Then we create a path, and this path we can call it an input path, and in this input path we assign it the path to where this particular image has been saved. So how do you get that particular path? If you come here where you have your files, this is the name of the image. You can just come and click on these three dots, then you copy path and you paste this path over here. Make sure that you put it inside either single quotations or double quotations. After that, you create an output path. This is a path whereby your output will be displayed. In my case, I've called it output.png. Make sure that you also follow the same pattern so that they can appear here. And once you create this output path, then you say output is equal to remove input. So what you mean is that the value of output should be whatever this library known as remove does to the image of to the variable known as input. In this case, the variable known as input is this particular image. So you have called the function known as remove, and you wanted to remove the background from that particular input. Then you save the value in this particular path that we have talked about over here. After that, you can be able to display the image of now the modified image after you have removed the background. And if you compare this image that we have over here from what we had here as the initial image, you can see that our code has been able to perform very well in eliminating the background, you can see that it has been able to eliminate the snow. It has been able to eliminate the vegetation, including vegetation of different sizes. At the same time, it has not distorted the shape of our golden retriever. Neither has it interfered with these pixels that relate to the fur of the golden retriever, where we have the legs, where we have the tail, where we have the back of the retriever, and so on. So this is a simple method that everybody can be able to use, and I believe those who are working on image processing with Python, I believe this one can help you. If, for instance, maybe you just want to remove some background noise from your image, so that it can be easier to process that particular image. So thank you very much. Please consider subscribing to this channel, share this video with your friends, and like our video. Thank you.